I'll be doing a property news related video weekly, and we'll break each video down into 3 distinct categories. They'll be That's Awesome, That Sucks, and So What Now? Under That's Awesome, we'll discuss positive news related to the property sector. Obviously, and similarly with That Sucks, we'll discuss negative news related to the industry. Lastly, under So What Now, I'll provide a little editorial regarding what's happening. So let's kick off with our first installment of Awesome Suck Now. Wait, that doesn't sound very professional, so let's do this again. Welcome to our first installment of Property Expert News Insight with Stefan. Oh, that's definitely not right. Scratch that idea. Okay, in all seriousness, welcome to Let's Talk Real Estate. Cue the intro. Hello there everyone. So let's get right into it with our first segment, That's Awesome. In awesome news this past week, the Chief Registrar of the Deed, Charlize Knudsen, confirmed that deeds offices across the country opened on 13 May 2020. The offices will be open for conveyancers only and not for the general public, and the offices themselves will only have skeleton staffs operating, with a majority of employees working remotely as far as possible. It's also clear from reports that properties that lodged just prior to lockdown will be handled first, and any new transfers will follow in due course after that. It's important that estate agents and conveyancers inform their clients that delays are to be expected, and when necessary, addendums need to be added to contracts to extend any deadlines. This is obviously awesome news for property sellers and buyers, but even more so for estate agents because it means commissions are finally coming. And this story links in with our second bit of awesome news, and that is the new regulation to allow people to move house. This can only be done with the correct paperwork, and you'll find links to the required permits in the description below. On to our next segment. That sucks. The only thing that sucks at this stage is how big the economic impact of the lockdown has been on the real estate industry. In a recent article that featured on Property 24, Adrian Goslett, the Regional Director and CEO at RE/MAX of Southern Africa, said that RE/MAX's national registered sales dropped by 54% year on year in April. This is a frightening time for real estate agents because the impact of such a drastic drop in registered sales means that the next 3 to 4 months for the majority of agents will be touch and go. Plus any new sales when lockdown measures are finally relaxed to allow agents to work again will only bear fruit between 3 to 4 months down the line. RE/MAX of Southern Africa went so far as to write a letter to the Minister of Human Settlements Lindiwe Sisulu to outline the operating procedures real estate agents can put in place to safely work during this pandemic. They propose regulations and guidelines for residential sales. If you're curious to see what the letter contained, please click on the link below. Lastly, we'll look at our final segment, So What Now? Real estate as an industry is hanging on by a thread. And our entire industry is really pulling together to get the South African government to see how important we are, but also how interdependent other industries are to our own. From electricians, plumbers, handymen, home inspection services and cleaning services to conveyancers, the banking industry and bond originators. While real estate contributes about 5% of GDP on its own and has roughly 42,000 people working in just the residential side of the business, and we contribute on average 20 billion rand worth of property registrations at the deeds office per month, it becomes quite clear that if this domino falls, then all the other closely related industries that contribute on top of the real estate industry fall as well. And that is a frightening prospect indeed. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hate to end things on such a somber note, but that's just the way these things go sometimes. So remember to like, share, and comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive notifications for any new content. And lastly, remember, always talk to the experts. Cheers for now.